Hey, busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is Jessica, and that is right, we have another one for you. It is the wonderful Trash to Treasure or Thrift Flip, hosted by my friend Donna with Donna's Creations and More, as well as yours truly. And our beautiful guest host is Cindy with Z9 Designs. So the links to their channels will be in the description box below, so be sure to go on over and give everybody some love, as well as everybody in the playlist. So now let's moving on to project number 1. So I chose to do Trash to Treasure because I had these cardboard pieces sitting around that came from my calendars. Yeah, that's right. So what I did is I made a template of bunnies, and off of the Cricut, I used thick cardstock, and I'm just, struggling to get them out of this little cardstock. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I did make 3, and then I realized you just had to flip that one around, genius. So yeah, I tried to, give myself a little bit more problems or stuff than I had to. So then I take that piece of cardboard that normally would end up in the recycling bin or the landfill, and we're making projects out of it. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make beautiful Easter projects using trash or recyclables, whatever you want to think about it, however you want to think about it. So what I do is I go ahead and trace out that rabbit, and then I just flip it around. I do not have to, do 2 rabbits. Yeah. And then I take the big rabbit and I flip that one and I start tracing it as well. Now, I show scissors here, and that was just crazy. Yeah. What I did is I cut it out with my little my little finger knife. And that's what I did, and it turned out pretty nice. Way better than trying to cut with scissors. So then I take my little cardboard pieces and I do a good layer of Mod Podge on all 3 of them, because I went to the Dollar Tree a few weeks ago. Even though Dollar Tree has been disappointing me lately. Sorry, Dollar Tree, but it is what it is. And it's like Joann's closed down and they don't even try anymore. No, I'm kidding. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? Anyways, I'm just, I'm ranting. That's all. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But I go ahead and take those, and I'm going to force you, apparently, to watch all of the Mod Podging of the rabbits, because, yeah, that's just how I roll. That's who I am. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're coming close to an end, hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Probably. So, as they're drying, the glue is still a little bit tacky. I wanted it that way for a couple of reasons, because I went to the Dollar Tree and I picked up some of these little fabric pieces. Now, you can go to the thrift store. My thrift store up here actually has a whole section of fabric. Love it. I got a lot of fabric from the thrift store, but I did not use it. Why? Because I was lazy. I did not want to go into the back room and pull it out the totes and the tubs and everything like that. So I was just like, hey, I have this Easter stuff that I got a couple weeks ago. And that's exactly what I did. So I go ahead and I cover the matching rabbits with the same fabric, and then the big rabbit with a different fabric. And this kind of reminded me of Easter. It's probably because the colors. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, they're the pastel colors, and for some reason pastel colors always reminds me of Easter. Either that or spring. And since Easter is in spring, then it's a win-win situation. So then I go ahead and I just iron the heck out of them, and yeah. And then now we are going to take that little finger. Now I should have used that with the scissors. That's what I did. I showed the knife, I used the scissors. But then I take that long piece of board that I got from the Dollar Tree, as well as the little shapes there, or the wording there that says Easter, and I did a coat of my antique wax from Hello Hobby in them, and then I was like, I want to see that ugly cardboard. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking some white craft paper and I am gluing them down, so that way you just see the ugly white craft paper instead of the ugly cardboard. Sometimes I crack myself up, guys. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so then after I cut them out with scissors, I am now going to go ahead and think that I was just going to glue it without any support. Yeah, even though it's cardboard, you still need support. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. This is how I learned. So now this is the, me showing you guys that this is how I learned. So I just go ahead and take a little tiny block, a little square block that I got from the Dollar Tree probably about 8,500 years ago. I've had them in my stash for quite some time now. And yeah, I go ahead and glue them down to that board. And then I'm going to take the Easter, the little letters that spells out Easter, and I'm just going to glue them. Now, what was funny is the cardboard did not want to stay standing up without any help, but the wood blocks right there that are actually quite thin, yeah, they stood up. And they didn't need any blocks in the back, by the grace of God, only by the grace of God, because that would look very funny with the blocks being in the back. You would see through it, and it would just be atrocious. And I would be like, what in the world? And you guys would be like, Jess, that looks terrible. And I'd be like, I know. Okay, so here I am just going ahead and continuing on. I think that's the last of it. Nope, that's the last of it right there, the R in Easter. And I was like, yeah, I need something else. So what I do is I take these flowers that I got from Joann's a long time ago, and yes, they are closing their stores. Unfortunately, I love the Joann's, but I guess all good things must come to an end, I guess. I don't know. But I kind of dirtied them up with that little antique wax rag right there that I used to stain everything, because I also took a lighter to the edge of each one of the rabbits, and yeah. So this one kind of turned into something a little bit more different than I was expecting. This kind of turned into a little bit rustic, and yeah, I'm not too sad about that at all. I'm really not. So here I am just gluing down the flowers. I used a light pink and a purple and a dark pink in the middle, and then a dark pink and then a purple on each side of the rabbit. And then here I am going, the rabbit needs a little bit more, so I take some of that yarn that I got from the Dollar Tree as well, at the same time that I got the fabric, and the middle rabbit's getting pink, and then the two end rabbits are getting this peach color. Yeah. And then I just go ahead and tie little shoestring bows around them, and then of course I dirty up the yarn, because that's just how this project went. And then there you go. Now you have a little shelf sitter or a tier tray sitter that says Easter on it, made out of cardboard and some other items as well. But the main thing is the cardboard, because the rabbits are the main thing and it's the cardboard. So let me know what you think in the description box. No, on the description box, people. You guys are the comments, and I love getting back to the comments, and I love hearing your ideas and everything. So let me know what you would do differently. And yeah, if you do the same thing, if you're going to recreate it, let me just know what you think about it. So I want to go ahead and thank every single one of my subscribers. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. And you guys have no idea how much I appreciate you guys. And thank you so much. Okay, so now on project number 2. And yes, I'm kind of winging it this time because I have cup orders to fill. So I take the same template and I go ahead and just cut out more rabbit with 2 rabbits actually, with that leftover cardboard that I used from project number 1. That was a big one because that was a big calendar as well. And then I just go ahead and trace them out to where they're facing each other. Yep. This one turns out pretty cute, not gonna lie. And then I paint one in peach with Shutter Art Peach, and then the other one in Shutter Art Pale Blue. And I had to do 3 coats because I did not put anything on them. I just painted it right onto the cardboard. That's what I did. I was being adventurist. Not lazy, guys. Not lazy. Adventurist. Okay? And then I go ahead and take a wood round that I got from Michael's a few weeks back, and I Mod Podge it, and then I put that same fabric on the circle. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and glue down 2 of the cardboard rabbits where it looks like they're holding each other's hands. Aw, so cute. But they're actually going to be holding something up. Yep. So about a few months back, I went and got these little jars there. I went really fast. Yeah, and I don't even have caffeine. Can't have caffeine. And I go ahead and glue down one of those little jars that I got from the Dollar Tree a few months back. And then I just take a little snippet of flowers that are purple and hot pink with the little baby's breath, and I just shove it down in there. And I was like, yeah, well, now we need something to hold it up. And so I go ahead and put blocks in the back. I had to use 3 total in a triangle shape because the glass piece wanted to keep pulling forward and made it very top heavy. So I put 3, 2 next to each other and then 1 on the top right there. And then, yeah, then this one is a little table sitter as well. So here's the finished product. Off camera, I did put pearls across both the rabbits' necks just to give them a little bit more something else. And yeah, so let me know what you think about this one. I probably should have did a couple more coats on the rabbits, but I think they turned out pretty good. It also gives it that rustic vibe as the first one. And so I can honestly say that I am not too sad about this one. So let me know what you think down in the comments down below. I do get back to them, guys. So go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. The links to them will be in the description box below. And be sure to check out my Etsy shop. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and help me reach my goal of 2,000 subscribers by my birthday. And you're probably going to hear that again. Okay, so now on to project number 3. This one is a spur of the moment. I was sitting here pulling my hair out. And yeah, I was like, what am I going to do? And then I saw this piece of cardboard from a smaller calendar. So I'm like, yep. So I Mod Podged the whole thing. And then I do it was tacky still because it is a fabric. And then I go ahead and just heat it all up. And yeah. And this one is actually going to be a wall hanger. And it's very light. It's very light. So you probably don't want to put it outside because it'll be your neighbors. And not your next door neighbors, probably your neighbors about 4 or 5 houses down. If you have the kind of winds that we have here. I lost my Don't Stop Be Leaving sign for my front porch. And I don't know who got it. So, yeah. And then after I do that and cut it down to size, I go ahead and take some purple ribbon. And I go across the top. And then across the bottom. And then across each side. I am not going to make you guys watch all that because I'm pretty sure you guys know what you're doing. You guys are also very talented people. And I really do love hearing your comments and your ideas about projects. It helps me grow and it gets my creative juices flowing. So I really do appreciate that. And then I just show this one and then I lift it up and then like magic, it comes down, boom, like that, and it's all done. That's not how it really happened, though. Work had to be done. So then I go ahead and take these little pearls that I got from Michael's probably about 85 years ago. Yeah, it was Michael's. And then I just use the pink ones, and I put them down in the corners just to give it a little bit more character or pizzazz or oomph or whatever it is. So I go ahead and do that, and then we are going to be moving on because the frame of my bunnies is now framed out and looking all cute. And then I go ahead and take 3 of those bunnies and then I stain them in Waverly wax finishing, or Waverly wax. Nope, not Waverly. Hello Hobby Antique finishing wax. And then here I am just taking those little pink pearls that I have on the second one and I just put them across each bunny's neck. And then I am going to glue them down. And I think that's all that I did with this project, even though I just finished this project. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go ahead and flip it over and I add some baker's twine in yellow to be able... And it's very light, guys, so this baker's twine is probably more than enough. And then I go ahead and take that same purple ribbon, and then just to make sure that it stays in place, I put it down on the glue, and then smash it down, and try not to smash the cardboard. And then there you go. There's that one. Simple, all made with cardboard, and it's cute Easter project. Cute Easter stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think about this one in the comments down below. I think they all turned out cute, even though, yes, this was a spur-of-the-moment thing. It was. Because normally I have a plan, and I did not have a plan this time. I just winged it again. Boy. Okay, so here is the final review of all 3 projects put together and displayed together. So there you go. We have the first project right there, second project right there, and then, above. I was thinking maybe putting a little bit of white on the Easter part because it kind of drowns out. Do you guys think that it drowns out, or like what do you guys think? And then there's project number 2. I probably have to get a lot of the flowers out of the blue bunny's face because that would just be, he's probably going to have allergies. Oh my goodness, my family has been having allergies bad. I don't have allergies as much, but my husband and my youngest son, whew. And then there is bunny or project number 3 with 3 bunnies. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool, considering the fact that I was winging it. And boy, was I winging it. Because after this, I got to finish my cups. Okay. So I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Donna one more time. Thank you, Donna, for having me as your host with Donna's Creations and More. Thank you, Cindy, with Z9 Designs. We really appreciate you. And yeah, go ahead and check them out. Again, go ahead and like this video, share this video with your friends, comment on this video. I do get back to the comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and help me reach my goal of 2,000 subscribers by the time I hit my birthday on June 12th. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do get back to the comments. I appreciate every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the absolute best. And until I see you on the next one, may God bless you all. Bye.